Hey everybody, this is Nick Land here for the final part of my WarioWare Smooth Moves playthrough. Yes, that's right, folks. We're here. Well, this technically isn't really going to be the final part because there might actually be at some point later in time when I show up the multiplayer mode, including even a very special guest. But I don't want to give up too much away in that regard, especially because that's probably at least like a month or two in the future. But for the main part of the project, this is the last video, and there's not really much also to cover. Pretty much like showing you guys all the main stuff you guys need to see. But I will go ahead and quickly go over a couple of the extra modes here. So first, right here is just the factory. You go here, you can just basically change like your basic Mii settings and stuff like that. So if you want to, you can change your name. You can even change like what Mii is associated with that name, or like what hand you want to use. So if you want to change anything at all, like during the course of the playing this game, this is where you would go to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the factory. Not much else to really say there. Next off is the movie theater. This is just basically where you can watch all the various character movies throughout the game, and so like basically like their introduction and their outro. So like for example, if you want to rewatch, say, I don't know, 9 Volts intro again, you can do that here. Or if like you want to see their outro again, you can do that here as well. This is just basically where you go to see like all the cutscenes you've seen before in the game. I'm not actually going to click on any of these, seeing as like I said, we already have some of these cutscenes in the game. But if for whatever reason you do want to rewatch them, this is where you would go to do that. Alright, and lastly here is just the staff credits, which I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this before. I think this was at the end of the Tiny Wario playthrough, but I'll go through here again just because. Oh no, okay, this actually is a little different. So yeah, this is the actual credits for the game. So you get to see the development team through, I guess, their Mii's. Interesting. I'm never going to be able to pronounce most of these names. Alright, well, since this is going on, I guess this might be a perfect time, actually, to talk about my overall feelings and thoughts on this game and thoughts on the playthrough. Overall, like I said, this was a childhood. This is one of my favorite games as a kid. I really do think this game is a lot of fun, and definitely does have a lot of potential. I mean, all the various forms you can use the Wii Remote in, the various fun and cool stages there are on play, as well as just the fact, like I said, that there's just like so many great microgames in this game, both returning and old. This game really is just a lot of fun, and I really do think at the time this game came out, this probably was like the best demonstration of like how the Wii's motion controls worked. And I had a lot of fun going through this game with you guys. I had a lot of fun showing everything off, and I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough too, because like I said, this really is, like I said, pretty much my my childhood game, and I was glad I got to show it off to all of you. As for the playthrough, I gotta say overall, it was pretty good. Obviously it was a bit nerve-wracking for me, seeing as how this was like my first solo Let's Play pretty much ever. I have done like Let's Plays before in the past, but those were on a club channel with my friend like way back in the day when I was a dumb teenager, and those weren't quite as fun. But this right here, I actually did have a lot of fun. Well, I guess I shouldn't say quite as fun. I did have fun with those, but those weren't quite as high quality, I should say. They weren't as good in quality. But this though, not only was this fun, this actually was, I feel like, pretty decent quality compared to all the other stuff I've done. I mean, I actually went through all the stuff in the game. I showed you guys all what it is. I explained everything. And just in general, just had a fun time getting to show everything off to all of you. I think this playthrough went pretty well. There wasn't really much struggle. Really, the only painful part was just unlocking all the micro games that I had to show you guys. But even then, that wasn't really too bad. So yeah, overall, definitely I'm glad to do this. If you guys are wondering, I do plan on covering more WarioWare games in the future. There obviously is like WarioWare game on the Switch. I definitely plan to do that at some point, but there's even stuff like WarioWare Touch, which I do have downloaded on my Wii U that I can show you guys at some point. Or even like there's WarioWare Twisted if I can ever find a way to play GBA games. There's the original one on the GameCube that I'd like to maybe play over the channel one day again. or at least the multiplayer of it. There's definitely a lot of stuff I can do with this series, so this definitely won't be the last WarioWare series you see me do, but this is probably, I think, probably the one that's gonna stick with me for a while, because, like I said, this really was my childhood WarioWare game. I think I technically did play the GameCube one before this, but this one just resonated with me so much more at the time. So yeah, definitely been on the lookout for that. I think my next WarioWare playthrough, if I do get to it, probably will be WarioWare Get It Together. But that's probably not going to be until maybe later on this year. Probably not until let's say out of the end of the third or fourth quarter. Anytime until I guess I'd say September and December, because there is a couple other games I want to play too. Speaking of which, I'm not sure what my next actual Let's Play is going to be yet. It is something I'm thinking about. I definitely do have a couple games in mind, but there's nothing I'm really set in stone on just yet, so you guys might have to be a little patient for that. Either way, though, I'm glad I got to do this game and show it off to all of you, and can't wait to do Let's Plays in the future. Alright, I think that's basically going to be it. I guess I'll just let these credits play out a little bit, because I don't really have much else to add, so I'll just have these credits finish out here. And then after that, I'll probably just close out the video and the project altogether, at least until I can get the multiplayer mode set up. So yeah, enjoy the credits, and I'll see you guys all later. Okay, well, it actually ended a lot sooner than I thought it would. I guess it was already further along than I realized, just because, I was so focused on the talking. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this playthrough, so, like I said, thank you guys all for watching. Like I said, there will be at least one more video of this game. I do want to, like I said, cover the multiplayer mode at some point. I just gotta either get somebody over, or, like I said, there's a chance I might be able to pull up with another YouTuber and show it off via Parsec or something like that. But as far as the main part of the playthrough, this is really it. So yeah, everybody. Again, glad you all got to tune into this, and I'll see you guys all for the next playthrough. Nick the Annoyance out. Thank you all so much for watching.